Oh, that's okay. Back problem there.
الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Respected brothers, sisters and ulama, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We welcome you to our madrasa, Jamia Abdullah bin Masood Award Ceremony 2019 on the topic of Al-Mahdi, the awaited Imam and signs of the hour. I would like to give you a brief introduction about today's program. We have made 3 sections. First section, student section from 1:15 to 1:45. Second section from 1:45 to 2:30 p.m. Qira'ah taught by our honorable guest speakers. Third section, the award ceremony. Food will be distributed outside the madrasa after the program. The importance of Dini education and the maktab system. Every person wishes to have children who are coolest to his eyes. The perception that most people have is that if I educate my children in secular sciences and they will acquire a degree, they will earn big money, and when they earn that type of money, I will be relaxed and have an enjoyable life. Hence, the entire focus became secular studies, and Islamic education is given very little or no importance. However, in most cases, the result is totally contrary. When the emphasis is only on the material and secular studies, those children grow into becoming money-making machines who have no feelings and values. Hence, they feel that they can substitute the time and service they owe to their parents and wealth. We may enjoy a lot of wealth, but we will not enjoy the company and service of our children when we need it the most in our old age. Children are your business. Someone so beautifully said, your children are your business. The more effort you put into them, the greater the returns. One is the returns that we are offered of in this world. We have already explained that this will be secured by imparting the necessary Dini education to them. Then, as those who believe in the hereafter, we need returns there as well. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has said that in imparting Dini education to our children and making them righteous will serve as an offshore investment for us when we are in the qabr. Imam Razi rahmatullahi alayhi writes, once Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam passes by the grave of a person who was being punished by the angels. After completing his errand, on his return he sees the angels of mercy at the grave with large quantities of nur. He was amazed at this and performed salah and asked Allah Ta'ala the reason for this. Allah Ta'ala revealed to him, the servant was a sinner and was suffering my punishment. However, at the time of death, his wife was expecting a child and she gave birth to a son who has now grown up and has been admitted into the maktab. The teacher taught him, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of Allah Ta'ala, the most beneficial, the most merciful. Hence I feel ashamed that I punish him in the earth, in this grave, when his son is taking my name on the earth. Apart from this, scholars say that young children who are learning Quran al-Majid are a means of preventing the punishment of Allah Ta'ala from coming onto the people of the earth. We generally say, I want to give my children the best, and we take it in the material sense. But Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam explains that the best that we can offer to them is good manners. Unfortunately, nowadays we don't value the maktab as much as our elders did. Islamic education is being disregarded. Instead of sending our children to the madrasa to gain the necessary Islamic knowledge and practice, we will not protect their iman and deen. We would rather send them to tuition, sports practice, or some other extracurricular activities. The end result is that we have children who attend Christian schools, don't attend maktab, and nothing regarding the basic deen, not even how to recite the Quran. It is no wonder if these children turn out towards Christianity or become homosexuals, etc. However then, if we do send them to a maktab, we decide to remove their maktab at the age of 12 or 13, where they just begin to understand the importance of deen. Therefore, we all must work together, the principals, the teachings, and the parents. Cooperation will enable us to build a secure future for our coming generation, in which the masjid will continue to be attended. The Dini environment we take for granted and will be maintained, and society at large will continue to benefit from good citizens. Our children are the future. May Allah Ta'ala assist, bless and guide us in the noble task. Ameen. Now I'd like to begin today's student section with the recitation of the glorious Quran by the student of our madrasa, Rayhan Muhammad.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذ قال إبراهيم رب اجعل هذا البلد آمنا وجنبني وبني أن نعبد الأصنام. رب إنهن أضللن كثيرا من الناس فمن تبعني فإنه مني ومن عصاني فإنك غفور رحيم. ربنا إني أسكنت من ذريتي بواد غير ذي زرع عند بيتك المحرم ربنا ليقيموا الصلاة فاجعل أفئدة من الناس تهوي إليهم وارزقهم من الثمرات لعلهم يشكرون. ربنا إنك تعلم ما نخفي وما نعلن وما يخفى على الله من شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء. الحمد لله الذي وهب لي على الكبر إسماعيل وإسحاق إن ربي لسميع الدعاء. رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء. ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب. ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين
MashaAllah, this was a student of our madrasa, Rehan Muhammad. Now I would like to invite a group of students to come and recite a nasheed, month of Islam.
Today we would like to recite the nasheed.
Can I give them another mic? Can I have this true mic? Okay.
We are the students of Jami Abdullah bin Masood. Today we would like to recite the nasheed, 12 months of Islam.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Muharram, Safar, Rabiul Awwal, Rabiul Thani. These are the months of Islam. Jamad al-Ula, Jamad al-Ukhra, Rajab and Sha'ban. Ramadan, Ramadan, Ramadan and Shawwal. Dhul Qa'dah and Dhul Hijjah. These are the months of Islam. Muharram, Safar, Rabiul Awwal, Rabiul Thani. These are the months of Islam. Jamad al-Ula, Jamad al-Ukhra, Rajab and Sha'ban. Ramadan, Ramadan, Ramadan and Shawwal. Dhul Qa'dah and Dhul Hijjah. These are the months of Islam. Jazakumullahu khair.
MashaAllah. Now I would like to invite a student of our madrasa to give us a short talk, Zishan Nazim. الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفاه أما بعد. Respected, honorable brothers, sisters and elders, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. After praising Allah and sending salutation among the best of creation, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, today I would like to speak on an important topic, the madrasa system pride of our community. The Christian community has the church, the Jewish community has its synagogue, the Hindu community has its mandir, the Sikh community has the Gurdwara, and the Buddhists have the temple and so on. But the Muslim community not only has the masjid, but also the educational madrasa. Alhamdulillah, Allah Ta'ala has blessed Muslims with such a great bounty
where children from as young as 5 learn to read the Quran, Islamic tariq, adab and akhlaq, hadith, fiqh, and much more. This is also where children complete hifz, the memorization of 30 chapters, 114 surahs, and 6,236 verses of the Holy Quran. This in itself is a miracle of Allah, but the message I'm trying to get across is that the madrasa system is also a bounty, which through the efforts of our pious predecessors for hundreds of years has educated us and has saved many of us from becoming completely neglectful of the deen. How many Jews can read the Torah in its original Hebrew text? How many Christians can read the Bible in its original Aramaic text? How many Sikhs and Hindus can read their respective books in their original text? Today, more than 80% of Muslims can read the Holy Quran in its original Arabic text. This is all through the blessings of the madrasa, which even your local Maulvi owes a great deal to. Through the madrasa, an individual bases his or her moral values which carries them throughout their life. Unfortunately, nowadays we don't value the madrasa as much as our predecessors did. Islamic education is being disregarded. Instead of sending our children to the madrasa to gain the necessary Islamic knowledge and practice, we would rather send them to an after-school homework club or to football practice. We don't exactly realize the spiritual benefit of the madrasa. As soon as a child steps out of the house, he or she becomes exposed to various kinds of evil temptation and mischief. The child falls prey to the tricks of shaitan. As soon as they enter environments where there is little respect of teachers and the child sees the area as unsanctified, flirtation becomes a thing of the norm. Swearing becomes a core part of the limited vocabulary. Slander and backbiting become the discussion of the day. So many other vices become the core part of the child's everyday life. But when a child comes home, does wudu, then goes to the madrasa, they become safeguarded from these satanic practices, as they sit in such an environment where the words of Allah are recited in melodious tunes. Stories of the prophets are mentioned. Sunnahs are explained. What could be a more virtuous gathering than this? It is for this reason that I plead respect to parents not to withdraw their children at a young age because of what has been mentioned. A couple of hours of madrasa a day really can keep shaitan away. May Allah grant us the ability to act upon what has been said. Ameen. Wa akhir da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
MashaAllah, this is Zisha. Now I'd like to invite a student to come and recite a surah. Natalia Hussein.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Natalia Hussein. I'm a student of this madrasa, Jami Abdullah bin Mas'ud. I would like to share Surah 110, An-Nasr, the help, revealed in Mecca. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحُ. When the help of Allah and the victory comes. وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا. And when you see people entering the religion of Allah is in company. فَسَبِّحْ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّكَ وَاسْتَغْفِرْ إِنَّهُ كَانَ تَوَّابًا. Glorify the praise of your Rabb, ask him for protection, surely he is ever after returning. Jazakallahu al-khair.
MashaAllah. Now I would like to invite a group of students to come and recite in the Nasheed, Prophets of Islam.
We are the students of this madrasa, Jami Abdullah bin Mas'ud. We would like to share the nasheed, Prophets of Islam. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Adam, Idris, Nuh, Salah, Ibrahim, Musa, Ismail, Ishaq, Yaqub, Yusuf, Ayyub, Shu'aib, Musa, Harun, Dhul-Kifli, Dawud, Suleiman, Ilyas, Yas'a, Yunus, Zakaria, Yahya, Isa, والآخر الختم الأنبياء محمد المصطفى. نور قلوبنا يا الله كقلب رسولك يا